Alrighty then, welcome back to Fallout 4 Zombieland Conquest. It's super early in the morning, actually, in real life and in game. But we are here for episode 1 of the day. Now then, we need to venture forth. Now, I want to replace this door. I don't know why I haven't already. Let us. Let's get a nice little door of some kind. If I can remember where anything is this early in the morning. Yeah, doors has its own section, doesn't it? What kind of door would suit a church of this kind? I guess maybe the exact same door that was just there. How's that look? That look alright? Looks good. Sweet. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what we're going to do with this place just yet. I will scrap the mist. If we find any mist anywhere. Oh, okay. So this gives us a little bit of food. I suppose I could just leave it where it was. Good to know that it's there. We just don't have anyone assigned to it. It'd be nice to maybe, I tell you what, since it's so early, let's maybe just take a minute to put a few more lights around. I think we might go with the theme of the glowing fungus that we already have around. Because, I mean, I don't know when else I'm going to do that in this game. So, like,
there we go.
You know, it might be nice to kind of stick with the theme a little bit. And just dot some lights around in a few places. You know, maybe even growing on top of the... As if it would be, could be maybe growing up there. And one in the corner here. Yeah, I don't know when I would ever do this normally, so nice little night light next to the bed. Maybe we'll do the one in a bottle for this. Let's have the bedroom to be slightly more...
Call me Charmer.
Accommodating. Yeah, there we go. You know, it gives it... Well, it's still super dark in a lot of areas, but... You know, whoa. Floating bathtub. It gives it a little bit more character, doesn't it? And let's put this... Maybe not there. Maybe even just over here in a corner. I'll tell you what. We'll do something a little bit special here. Some glowing water, fungus, glowing fungus growing in the water. That was a hard sentence to get out. But like, is it going to work if I put it inside the water or what? It is too. So we've got a glowing bathtub. Can't really see the fungus. I could drop that down a bit. What am I looking at here? Okay, I don't know what I've done now. Don't know what I've done here. Let's, yeah, it really kind of does impact the shadow of it anyway. So people can have a nice bath with a bit of glowing fungus in it. Alright. So, it's almost 8 AM. Very, very almost. Sweet. We have raided this place already. Let's give ourselves a save. It's basically... What's my save on this? Do I have a... Okay, give me a second. Okay. Let's see what awaits. Now, I do remember we tried to come out here a few times, didn't we? We died in the last episode. We died a few times. So this time, let's take it really slow and just focus on trying to find whatever is in the immediate area to explore and loot. We do, I think, have to go back to Red Rocket. And I want to check up on what weapons we've got, what gear we've got. Now, it's not quite morning yet, officially, in-game. so let's go real slow. Oh, but so that basically means that the spawns should still be quite severe. The spawn numbers. I'm not really going to need our compass for the time being, although ammo-wise, got a little bit of ammo. Shotgun's getting a bit low. Our sniper is very low. I think that's all we've got, is it? Oh no, okay, so I'll probably stick with this for now. We've got our baseball bat. I guess we try to make more use of that for regular zombies, although that is risky. Looks like we might be a bit clearer, actually. Not sure exactly what time morning is, but maybe it is technically morning. Thought it was more like 7 AM, but maybe it's 6 o'clock or 6:30. So we'll just find ourselves. Place a marker there so we know where our base is. We have to retreat quickly. Now we shouldn't be able to get basically any loot. Although, you know, there's a good chance that a couple of zombies will still have a bit of loot on them. So, I know I'm sort of in two minds about whether or not I just want to totally ignore loot. Or maybe I will still take the loot. Let's just see what it looks like and see what comes up. Why do I feel so short? Am I really that small? Does my character seem extremely small to you right now? Or are these things just huge? Maybe these things are just big. It's quite hard to hit. So basically they're just XP farms. Enemies at this point, you know, if they're not going to drop loot for us, we need to be very careful about sinking ammo into them. But, you know, we get XP from all the kills. This is going to feel a lot more like a proper apocalypse now. With very, very limited loot. But we'll do what we can. Should lighten up for us a little bit soon. Thinking I might also try to get in a combat settler soon. A settler into our new base, although we haven't really made contact with anyone yet in the game. Like, no settlements, you know. We've seen a couple, but we haven't approached anyone, so it wouldn't really make sense for us to have connections just yet. Maybe if we can make our way into Diamond City, we can roleplay that Marcus here, maybe if he goes into the bar, he meets someone, they start to spread the word about a location that people can come and help. Come and help settle. That's going to explode. Oh dear. Okay, I guess I need to use a stim pack. We have plenty of them. So that's fine. Let's get this out just in case. Okay, looks like we found a... Oh my god. Were they bottle cap mines? On the table there, were they mines? I thought I was looking at toasters. Maybe there was mines around that I didn't see. I should try not to run, shouldn't I? Hit bullet time and try to pick them up. Alright, I don't really know where that was, but I think I might be able to find that again. Looked like there was a fair bit of gear in there. There's 2 mine locations around there, obviously, we've got to look for. So yeah, we're just going to take it easy in this series for now. We're going to kind of drop any objectives, any major objectives, and just loot, explore, try to stay alive. As you can hear, you know, there's obviously other settlers around, NPCs around, raiders. So we need to be a little bit careful about how far into the city we venture. Where were the mines? And yeah, just with it being permadeath, it could be very difficult for us to make progress with the way we're, you know, with the situation we're in. So we need to be a little bit careful. I looted these 2 houses, didn't I? Previously. I might just take this guy out. What's that? It's a zombie. Is there a mine in here or no? So a much more populated world than Ground Zero, which is cool. You know, the Wasteland has been reclaimed at this point. And settlers, people are trying to survive. They're trying to re-establish communities out in the world. You know, and so they're very aggressive. People are still... peace has not returned to the Commonwealth. Okay, here's one. Let's see what we can do about this one. Is it under the car? Am I going to be able to get that? Yeah, I'll be able to get that. Let's just do a little bit of a scan here. It's this building. Let's try and go real slow. You hear that dog yelp again? I don't know if you can pick that up on the audio. There's another one of those high-pitched dog yelps. And from what I remember, once upon a time, those are dogs in the world that you can go and rescue. I love this atmosphere here. Look, we've got zombies flying through the air over here, being blown up by explosions. So, you know, there's even like potential room for after. Oh, so that one is explosive. Christ. Awesome. Yeah, there's still even room. Okay, so we've got Ground Zero, where the outbreak has basically just occurred. We've got this, where, you know, our operative has done his job, and the Wasteland was reclaimed, and now Marcus Aurelius has entered the picture to, you know, to see how things are going, and he's going to interpret things in his own way, and probably he's shown up as a bit of a, well, he's a conqueror, you know. I don't think he's not there yet. Our character, he's not quite there yet, but he's going to get to the point where, you know, he starts to feel like, at least with regards to the raiders, the bad guys, that he needs to do something about it. And, you know, he needs to kind of, yeah, to cleanse the Wasteland of those who have taken advantage of the innocent and who are still taking advantage of people the bad guys, so to speak. Need to be careful here. Not sure if that's bugged audio, bugged out audio. What have we got here? They've got to be raiders, yeah, for sure. So what I was trying to say, I'll get to it in a second. Let me get away from that audio. Sounds like something might have bugged out there. I can't quite tell what it is. So, you know, we've got Marcus here, who's shown up 40 years on. So there's even room for later a third series whereby Marcus has established his settlements. And, you know, maybe the zombies are gone from the Wasteland by then, by series 3 or the third series in the kind of trilogy, if you want to look at it that way, which would be more of a kind of survival, just kind of classic, more classic Fallout survival. Maybe no zombies or very, very few zombies. Maybe just the classic ghouls, you know. Alright, so let's see what we've got going on here. Whoa, okay. Christ. So remember, all these NPCs are killable, or at least they should be. And I'll just say, if the NPCs aren't killable, we can kind of tweak it a bit if we want to. Maybe we can allow a few to survive, or we can just kill them ourselves. Jesus. Might just sit and watch this for a sec. Is that a raider? Very hard for me to tell. I think it is. Very tough. Not that tough. Trying to keep an eye on my side here because I don't really want to get killed right now. Ooh, see that? Oh. You could very easily die here, guys. I think we might retreat from this. We're not cut out for this. You know, we're not playing Fallout now. We're playing something else. It's a survival situation, and I don't think we're really cut out. At least not to be that close. Take them out from here, though. Jesus. Oh dear. Damn. Get him? Thank God for that. Yeah, we need to use a stim pack straight away. How much space do we got? Yeah, we can take all that. Let's get out of here. We've got a kill. And I'm content with that. Our health is extremely low. So we're going to retreat. Back towards our base. Go and drop off a bit of gear. Restock. Now what do we got here? That looks like a raider to me. Definitely looks like a raider, is it? Or is it a scav? Scaver. So hard for me to tell. Marcus is not at a point where he's, you know, kill on sight at this point. He's obviously nervous. He knows there's a lot of ruthless raiders around. There's a lot of people around that he should be worried about. Tell you what, let's do a little bit of a hold up here. Wastelander.
Best scrap in the Commonwealth right here.
Okay, so we know she's safe.
What's happening? You looking to buy?
What do you got? Sounds way too close for me, for my liking. Okay, so I'll take that. Just get a little bit off her. All right. Yeah, so Marcus is not at a point where he's thinking of kill on sight. You know, it's like he knows the place is ruthless, but he's met a few people around. He's met the settlers at Sanctuary. He's met a couple of Wastelanders, a couple of traders. He met Carla. So he knows there's friendly people around. But he knows that the Commonwealth is full of ruthless raiders. Just look at what happened at Corvega. He knows he needs to be very careful. Yeah, we're probably a little bit limited on our capacity here. However, this is looking like it could be a great base location. And obviously it's Red Rocket, so we know it's a good... It has potential. Let's head back to base and drop off our stuff. Oh, wow. Why did I put a marker over there? Did I do that? Oh, maybe... Actually, I don't... I'm getting confused. Anyway, maybe I did that without realising what I was doing. So, what we got here? Red Rocket. Red Rocket filling station, okay. Oh, I see. Let's have a look here then. I think I might have used this as a base once. With the Conquest setup. Maybe I did. Anyway. These ones can be quite tough, you know. So bad. Not seeing any loot yet, which is great. Collegiate admin building, alright. Let's head back down to our base. Need to recover a little bit. Yeah, I'm not feeling like Marcus is quite ready for the whole settlement deal just yet. He's still just trying to survive out here in the wasteland. Maybe soon he'll make some friends. But we're not there yet. For now, he's just fighting for survival. Okay, just for the sake of making sure nothing follows us through, let's get a save here. This would be a great base, wouldn't it? Obviously, you'd have to remove all of the gravestones, but it'd be a great location with the fence around it. Super central as well. Pretty central. But we'll just stick with the church for now. And we can always remove settlements if we set one up using the Conquest mod and we don't like it, or we just want to you know, build another one in a new location. We can remove one. We can remove as many as we want. The mod is set up that you can only have 10, but can't turn that off. But yeah, it's, you know, we can build them and remove them as often as we like. I will get some proper lighting in here, I think, at some point. What have I got here? The whole wall, or no? Okay. Let's see a little bit of trash here. Wonder what his story was. Never really got a chance to talk to him. He was obviously hostile to us straight away. Okay, so let's drop off our gear. We're using that, aren't we? Yeah, we're using that one. A little bit hard to tell. You can't see which ones are favorited to the hotkey system, which is a bit just tricky to keep track of. Some of this stuff I think is better for us, like that. That. Well, that gives us 2 luck. I think I'm going to stick with that. That also increases our AP. Raider leathers. It's going to replace the army. No, keep that. Gives us a little bit extra strength. So we'll get rid of this stuff that we don't quite need. And we don't need to be carrying all this stuff around with us either. Just keep a little bit of food. Some of this stuff I never use, unfortunately. Don't think I have much here. Get all the junk in. As much as I love the conquest system that we're using, I really don't like to abuse it, so I don't want to be carrying a ton of junk around and building stuff all over the place. It does have its uses in that regard, but I'm finding more, if you're going to put in the extra scrapping mods, then you get the full functionality of it, but it's not a big deal. Alright. So that gave us a little bit of respite. How's our health? Very, very low. We're also thirsty and we've got to level up. Do we have much water? Probably don't have a lot of aid in here, do we? No. We hardly have any. So this is a little bit of a problem. We didn't have concrete either. Concrete. For one of these. And we still don't have the concrete. Water pump must be placed in dirt. I mean, that's buildable. But, I mean, it's not particularly immersive, is it, to have a water pump inside your building like this? It's going to be a little bit tricky, I feel. If these actually produce water, these bathtubs, I'm wondering whether or not they go, like, does that water go into your workshop here? Because we need to be thinking about water. Definitely does nothing for us. Alright, well, we've got to have a drink, so let's get this level up into us. We'll do something about our health. Build stores and workstations. I mean, yes, that's going to be helpful. Carry weight is increased by 100. That's also going to be helpful. Although what we don't have luck for. Damn it. I think that's maybe where we should start. For now. Everything else is like good at, the level that it's at. That could be helpful though to save our ammo as well. Right, I tell you what, let's the carry capacity is definitely going to be our biggest help. Alright, so let's plus luck. Luck's not bad, is it? Learn to discover the Wasteland's hidden wealth, find more bottle caps, and gain a rare chance to find legendaries in locked safes. So we're going to go I want to get this next, carry capacity. And I think I'll get this as well, because I don't think I've ever really gotten that before in a playthrough, so we'll get that. And then, what was the other one? Can't remember what it was now. We need the second one of this, but we'll need charisma there. So we need 4 levels really, and I think we'll focus on that. We need to boost our health as well. Let's get some aid into us. Take a little bit of food. And we're going to have to start using these. Which is fine. I just never have, so I don't, I automatically go for purified water because it quenches thirst as well. But we can change that up. That's AP. Let's go with one of these. Actually, no. Take that. We do a little bit of cooking too, I suppose. If we can build a store here, and not a store. Could build a crafting pot, cooking pot, but I won't use that. That's from the what do you call it? Oh, we need bloody local leader 2 to even build a cooking station. I feel like that should be lowered. Like local leader 1 to be able to cook food. You're just cooking food. It's who needs to be skilled at leading people? Okay, maybe your chemistry stations and your armor workbenches is a bit more. I could build that and just use the food station. It's a little bit cheesy though. Well, I'll tell you what, let's build this, right? And just because I do feel like you shouldn't have to get local leader 2 to cook food. I'll build this and we're just going to use this as a cooking station. Alright. I could edit that in the mod. I'll try and make a note. Let me make a note of that. Okay, so I'll change that up. So that you only need local leader 1 to build a cooking pot. Let's change up the lighting system too. We don't just want glowing fungus everywhere. What's this thing here? Melting pot? No, it's like smelting, isn't it? I'm not going to do this now. I want to set up some proper light system at some point. So this is our temporary cooking stove. Make a little bit of water. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that you can, in a survival situation like this, that basically when you're surviving enough to the point where you can build armor stations, weapon stations, and chemistry stations, that's when you can cook. You should be able to cook way before you get to that level of proficiency. Right, so we're actually past the 8 AM mark. So I need to try to keep an eye on that because I sort of overlook it a bit. So we'll call that our 8 AM save, our morning save. So now we can't save again until 8 PM or when we, if we head into a zone and we commit ourselves to a zone. That rule is going to be a little bit tricky to navigate when it comes to like walking into a building. Especially if I don't know how big the building is. Whether or not it would be classified as a zone. But I suppose to navigate that, I'll save before I go in. Do a sanity save. And then if it's looking like it was a zone that I didn't realise, then we'll just use that save as our initial starter save if we die. Okay, so back out. I feel like I want to head back over to where we were and see what the story is. Let's see if they've cleared out the raiders. Something's going on here anyway. Try and find out what that is. Something's definitely bugged out. So we don't know who's here. Our character has no idea who these people are. who's safe and who's not. I mean, he knows that's not friendly. Oh, crap. Forgot we've got this explosive gun. Awesome. So 1 hit to the face with a crit. That's a spitter next to that guy, so we don't want to be using our melee weapon right now. Shit, we're getting cornered here. Got him. Awesome. Oh, shit, he's not dead. And there's a liquor. Come on, you. Okay, so liquors are still dropping loot. A little bit of ammo. These cars explode. No, but they do. Did I get him? Was that him? Really got to watch our health here. Don't have a lot of stim packs. Shit, we've got ourselves trapped in here with an exploder. Crap. Okay, sweet. Right, I think we're okay here, guys. What happened to the spitter? Okay, we got one of those armoured zombies. Is that an armoured zombie? Okay, no, they got the same scream though. Shambler. What happened to the spitter? The brutes didn't have any loot either. So most... Oh, we've got a knight here. I mean, I'm not going to say no to all that gear, am I? Shit, looks like they're all dead. Yeah, see, I mean, basically nothing's got loot, so I don't really mind it. If you catch a liquor, or maybe there's, you know, there might be 1 or 2 other things. Like the diseased feral ghoul as well might still... Actually, there's one there. Yeah, so these guys still drop loot as well, but not... Can we take that? Nope. Who we got here? Scribe Halen. And he's still alive as well. Got a raider here. Oh, this stuff is good in terms of scavenging. Yeah, cool. Let's take what we can. We're not far from our base anyway. Plasma cartridge. Oh, dance is done for. Alright. Are you telling me he was a synth? Was Paladin Dance a synth? Wow. I did not know that. Is that common knowledge? I'm taking it. Everybody knows that. Sorry if that was a spoiler for you, but I had no idea. Okay, we've got another raider here. So at this point, okay, you know, we're wanting to... I mean, we're going to be limited on exactly what we can do here now that Dance is dead. But, you know, let's just see how it turns out. This is not a story-based playthrough anyway. It's a bit of a kind of see what we can do situation. Hacked goggles, night vision. Now I've got a ton of stuff here, but I can drop off a little bit of junk. So it's not a story-based playthrough. We're not hoping to be able to do most of the main quests and stuff. I just kind of wanted to see what we could do. Yeah, we've got way too much gear. I'll drop off some stuff here. That's ours. What I could do, I suppose, to identify them is put some camos on them, couldn't I? Just to make my life a bit easier. Because it is tricky to keep track of all this stuff. Right, we should be okay now. Go and drop off our gear. So, what I was getting at is, this is not really the type of playthrough where we focus on getting through the main quests. I just wanted to have NPCs and potential to do quests if we can make it work. But we're not going to be aiming to complete any kind of faction quest line or anything like that. It's nice if we can meet a few NPCs. They've maybe got a couple missions for us to do. And the main element being the fact that there's settlements. Where am I going? So, really, I think we'll stick with the kind of role play. Our character is more focused on survival, scavenging, getting gear for just for his own survival. Maybe if he gets really close to someone, or makes good friends, or becomes friends, or just starts to like someone, then he'll start thinking about how he can secure their survival as well, and how they can work together. So, let me offload my stuff here. Although, the bonus we're getting from what we're wearing, how's that? Doesn't give us anything except a little bit of damage resistance. What we're wearing is giving us strength and agility, so I'm going to stick with that. So I'm going to offload this stuff, right? And then I'm just going to do a night vision goggles. Definitely want them. Oh, wow. But they have to be on all the time, do they? Wow, well, they're pretty cool. I mean, it's still super dark, if you ask me. At least in certain spots. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep them on us for nighttime recon. For night work. Meanwhile, what's the other thing we were wearing? This, I guess. Yeah. So it does make a difference. Alright. Get back to what I was saying. We're going to drop off this gear. And then... Okay, I'm getting confused here. I'm trying to think and do things at the same time. I'm going to drop off this gear and then I'm going to do some editing of our weapons to give them some camos. I need a little bit of a distinction, you know, so I can tell what we're using and what we're not using. And it's a bit hard to try to keep track. It's slowing me down a bit. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. We don't have a 44 weapon on us, do we? We don't have anything firing 44. Press powerful. Rapid powerful. We're using this one. I just dropped that off. They look very similar. Rapid, powerful. Yeah, I've already dropped it off. Give me a second. Right. So I can't actually do a lot of the stuff here because we just don't have we don't have a weapons workbench. For the sake of immersion, we're going to take our loot. We're going to head out back to the red rocket. We're going to use the weapons workbench that's there rather than just use the utility bench. I'm not going to cheese our way through this series. I'm doing a little bit of cheese in Ground Zero, and I want to avoid cheese at all costs in this series and make it basically, without becoming Red Dead Redemption 2 levels of realistic. I want this to be way more realism based, this series, because that is how I really like to play long term. Red Rocket is over here. So we're really just going over here to do a little bit of, to change the appearance of our weapons so we know, so I can identify them a bit more easily. So which ones are part of our hotkey system, and which ones aren't. So what's this place? Oh yeah, the admin building. Okay, we might have to pay a visit in there. So we've now got contact with these guys. Is it fire support? We can't pursue this quest anymore, obviously. Paladin Dance is dead. I believe he was a synth, man. Never knew that. I sided with him once to kill all the synths, you know? Interesting. Wonder if you ever find that out in the main quest, in vanilla. If he doesn't die, do you ever find that out? Right. So the ones with a heart, obviously, we know because they are favorited. But ones like this, is there anything I can do to their appearance? Doesn't actually look like there's much I could do. There's no way for me to really identify it. But I'll do a little bit of work anyway while we're here. Also, we haven't looted this place yet, so let's get looting first. Yeah, there's not actually much here. Yeah, it's just screaming to be turned into a base, this, isn't it? Okay. Now that's obviously a problem for our weight capacity. But I think we'll be okay if we just get some stuff done quick-ish. Sights I'm okay with. This gun. What was I looking at? this one. Medium. Better reload. Let's get that on it. Yeah, that's all I actually wanted to do, I think.
Hell yeah.
Get a reflex on it. It's got explosive rounds. I don't want a bayonet on it, to be honest. Although now that I've done that, it might be good to use. No, it's not the bayonet sort of situation. I'm not going to be using a pump action shotgun against normal zombies very often. Right, let's drop off our junk. You okay there, monkey? Alright. Alright, so we're still alive. We're doing okay. We've upgraded our weapons a little bit. There's no... Oh, I tell you what, that's quite cool, isn't it? Never had a square sight on a gun before. Different. It's a bit cracked, isn't it? It's got a crack in it. Cool. Alright. So we have this, which I wanted to change the skin, but I just have to remember it. Got about 10 minutes left, alright, darling? And this one. Rapid powerful. That's fine. No, it was this one. Was I looking at the wrong one? No, I wasn't. I'll check this one out. Alright, let's go back over and have a little look at this. Just see what the story is here. I'm not sure how useful these guys are going to be to us now. Hopefully that sound fixes itself with a login, a log out, log back in again. A reload. Did we loot these already? Awesome. Yeah, let's see what they got to say.
Thanks for lending us a hand.
Try anything, and I'll cut you down.
Okay, we can understand he's a bit grumpy, alright. He's just been shot. Now, I don't know whether or not they're going to see that as a hostile action. The fact that I've just walked in here. Currently trespassing. Shh. Are you going to shoot me or what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's let her warn us. The game's warned us, but our character has not yet been warned.
Try anything, and I'll cut you down.
So, as I suspected, all this stuff is not available to us. At least not without us stealing. We know there's a cooking pot here we can use. Not that we need it. There's a lot of decent weapons here. Some stim packs. Here. I can hear zombie footsteps. Okay. Right, we've got a obviously bit of a bug situation going on here. That cheeky bugger. Didn't even give us a warning. Just shot us in the head from behind. How much progress have we lost there? Quite a bit, right? Well, maybe not that much, actually. Is it just a red rocket situation we just did, or what? Wow, I can't even remember. We'd already been to that location. I was expecting some kind of warning from them at some point. Maybe, okay, if we see that warning in the top left again, we just roleplay that somebody's just told us to leave. And we can decide whether or not we want to leave. Because that guy literally waited for us to not look and shot us in the back of the head. Have I got my... so where are we at now? I feel like I've just lost a little bit of progress there. What did I do to that? I put a bigger magazine on it, didn't I? How much does it take? 15. Yeah, I kind of want that. This is a good gun. This is one of our primary weapons, isn't it? So we want that magazine upgrade again. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go back and do that again. Yeah, so we didn't... Alright. Tell you what. Have I got a ton of steel on me? Something that I probably won't need. What's heaviest? Not particularly heavy. Don't need all my fertilizer. Okay, forget it. Never mind. It's going to take too long. It'd be quicker to just do it this way. Sorry. Alright, let's try this again. So we're going to go and do that upgrade again. And we will head back to the fire support base to get that loot that's out the front. And, oh, you bugger. Accidentally hit my hotkey. Red rocket, this way. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about that. I was expecting them to at least say to me, look, you know, leave, we don't want you here, or whatever. Oh dear. You know what I might do? I think we're going to go back. For the sake of our character, we're going to allow ourselves to be given the warning. Because I want Marcus to see what that base has. And I want him to, you know, after the support that he gave them. And the girl even thanked him, didn't she? Scribe Halen, is it? She thanked him for the work, for the support, for the work that he did, helping them out. And so he's sort of assuming that they're friendly, you know, and that they can potentially work together. And yet when he goes inside, they tell him to get the out without even really giving him a choice. And to me, sorry, I'm trying to talk and do. It's tricky. To me, that's just not the way. It's just not the way civilized people operate. And so we can allow Marcus to sit with that and to let it kind of to let him mull over it, like stew on it. And you never know, he might just make up his mind that he's not too happy about being treated like a raider, you know what I mean, or a zombie. Although Zombies don't get even a single warning. But raiders probably get one warning and then just shot. Marcus is no raider. So we'll offload our junk. And then we're going to go and retrace our steps. Make sure we survive this time though. Right. So now what's our capacity for this gun? More like it. 30. Alright. Now, where were we? Oh, have we not discovered it yet? Oh, well that changes things, doesn't it? That changes things. Obviously.
Automated message repeating.
We might be able to keep him alive this time.
Reconnaissance squad Gladius to
Who
any
knows?
transmission range. Authorization ARCS, Ferrum 9-5.
Okay.
Our unit has sustained casualties, and we're running low on supplies.
See how we go. We've got to stay alive though, that's priority. So we have lost a fair bit of progress there. Oh, of course. I didn't save, did I? At all. So we've still got the mine area. Alright, well we might... Actually quite tricky to keep track of. So we're over here. Tell you what, let's head in. It was this area, was it? No. Yeah? Yeah, this was it. No, it wasn't. Same building. Different location. No, it was that area. Okay, I'm totally confused. Did we clear it or not? So we've cleared these buildings. We didn't lose that progress. And we came down here. We looted this building. Of course we did. Alright, so we've done that. We've managed to save that progress. Good. The mines were here, and we took them and looted. Alright, so we'll head in to do this mission then. See if we can actually get it going. Properly. Oh, wow. Thought I missed then. Nope. So I think Paladin Dance is already dead. He is already dead. So what we're doing now... Why are you so hard to hit?
Charmer.
What we're doing now is further evidence to the fact that our guy here, Marcus, is not a bad guy at all. So these guys are definitely still on the loot table. Which is fine. They're kind of like a little boss creature anyway, aren't they? I just don't know if I'm going to be able to remove it because I've done everything I know how to do. Unless I just overlooked something. Anyway. Got our night vision goggles back. Got a fair bit of loot there too. What have we got here? You mother. A one-hit kill for them. So he crippled us. Alright, we've got all this stuff again. Who's this? Scribe Halen again.
Abominations!
Okay, so she's not so happy with us this time. Or is it because there might still be a couple zombies around that she's freaking out? So yeah, it's turned out slightly different. Didn't really make much difference, did it? Wow, we've had to drop everything. What have we picked up that's so heavy then? Some missiles. Ah, that makes sense. We can't do anything for him now.
Try anything, and I'll cut you down.
Is that right? Okay, so we've got a little bit of a... We need to take a minute here to go and offload our loot again. Tell you what, just so you don't have to watch this, let me get this done. Just because you've already watched it, and I want to limit the amount of repetitive content in this series, because there probably will be quite a lot of it. Yeah, we just got back to base, and I noticed that there's actually a second entrance. Are these doors? They are too. Wow, I did not realise that these were actually doors. Let's say I ran past the second entrance. Now we need to drop off this ammo, really. I think that's really all we have we can get rid of. Oops. 50 caliber? We don't have a 50 cal on us. At least not that I'm aware of. Do we? We might not have one on us, but we might have one to pick up. So we only need so many weapons too, you know. We've got a handgun, we've got an Uzi, we've got an automatic rifle and a shotgun and a sniper. I think that's basically the limit. Quite a lot of these. Plenty of food there, that's good. Alright, so let's go back and get the rest of the stuff. Yeah, so I want to limit the amount of time that you will have to spend watching over, you know, any content that I may have to do multiple times. Obviously, if it's engaging content like gunfights and stuff, then I've got no problem with that. But in terms of just running back and forth and dropping things off and picking things up, then, you know, that sort of stuff's painful to sit through multiple times, and just not necessary when I can pause the recording and reinitiate it. And, you know, if anything interesting takes place, then obviously I'll unpause the recording. But I think it's just good for me to cut that stuff out for the sake of viewer enjoyment. And, yeah, alright, so now that we have actually cleared this place, and we have helped them, remember, clear this place. Just drop off a little bit of that stuff. What have I got this? Sometimes you can't press this. Anyway. Drop that. Drop that. That's good enough. Are you guys gonna be okay? Like,
Thanks for lending us a hand.
I mean, no problem. Are you alright there, man?
Try anything, and I'll cut you down.
Well, really, I mean, I did just help you out, you know? So, are you guys from here? Like, is this your base?
Thanks for lending us a hand.
Because I found a key on this guy down here. And I think it's for this building. So, like, are you guys okay if I go in?
Thanks for lending us a hand.
Alright, cool. So, as we walk in, we're followed. And we are followed too. We're currently trespassing. Honor will become hostile. So, we've just got our warning. Hey, get out. You know, this is our base. Well, you know, I did just help you out down the road there. I mean, outside. And, but, you know, if you're going to be like that, I mean, you've got a lot of good stuff here, you know. Can't just take a look around? It's a bit boggy, this place. Anyway, isn't it? You sure you don't want me to help out and, you know, we could be a team? No.
So you gonna patch me up or what?
I don't know. Your prognosis looks pretty grim.
Let's just
Might
watch
be
them
more
for a
than
second.
made to just take you out back and shoot you.
You're all hard, Doc.
Just quit squirming so I can get these bandages
I'd like for them
on.
to kind of start shooting me, you know, so we can... Yeah, I could actually pulled a gun out. She might follow us through the door here. We need to be careful. Let's get bullet time on the go as soon as we get out here. Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay, so I'm not going to do that again on camera. We're at the end of an episode. I'll do that again. I'll just do what we just did again for the third time. Now, this is obviously something we're going to have to learn how to navigate in this series because this type of thing is going to be quite common, especially when engaging with people, I think. And I would, you know, for the sake of the story, we'll do the same again, but this time I'll just exit before they open fire, and we'll just role play that Marcus has been kicked out of there, and we'll see how he takes that. You know, whether or not he's able to just let it go. Maybe he comes to some kind of insight about, well, it's the zombie apocalypse. People are under stress. You can't blame them personally. You know, it's not personal. They're just trying to protect their base. They've just lost their friends. Anyway, that sort of thing. Maybe he goes down that road, or I don't know, maybe he starts getting a little bit pissed off about the fact that he helped them kill a load of zombies and that they're hoarding all of this loot to themselves, and he's out here, they offered literally no help, and that guy was a bit rude to him. Maybe he can wander back a little bit later and try to make amends, you know? Anyway, so there's potential avenues for the story for Marcus's story to evolve, and I'm interested to explore that. I've never really done it before with a character in a game, at least not openly, publicly, and not really to the point where I'm kind of really following it through and being really creative with it. So we are going to do that, but I won't put you through it again. I'll get us to that point, and then that'll be the start of the next episode. Thank you for checking in on this episode of Zombieland Conquest, and look out for another one coming very soon to a YouTube channel near you. Goodbye for now.